Hi, my name is Judi Farr, and this is part of a continuing series of short videos that I'm doing on hemp and marijuana. What is the difference? So in my first video, I told you a little bit about the history of hemp and the difference between hemp and marijuana. Today, what we're going to do is talk about cannabinoids. And cannabinoids are actually special compounds that are found in the cannabis family, and there are at least 80 to 100 known cannabinoids. There are nearly 400 other chemical compounds in the cannabis plant that are common to all plants, like chlorophyll, terpenes, flavonoids, and plant waxes. And cannabinoids and cannabinoid-like compounds are found in a handful of other plants, such as echinacea, flax, common tea, cava, and hops. So to give you a little bit more explanation, THC is a cannabinoid. That is a psychoactive. CBD is a cannabinoid, and that is one of the compounds that helps treat several different diseases. And there are also 400 other chemical compounds in the cannabis plant. So when someone talks to you about CBD and they say that it is a full spectrum extract from the hemp plant, then what they're saying is everything that is in the hemp plant is pulled out of the stem, the oil is processed, and then it also includes all of those other things like the chlorophyll, the terpenes, the flavonoids, and the plant waxes. So all of those other compounds are in the extract from the plant. And then that oil is processed. The process that people, so it's a very acidic extract at that point. And some of the compounds can be changed molecularly by heating it, or what they call decarboxylation. So if you've got a decarboxylized extract from the hemp plant and a carboxylized extract from the hemp plant, then what that means is it's half raw and half processed. Cannabinoids can also be found in echinacea. We always take echinacea when we feel like we have a cold. So one of the reasons that that works is we have a system in our body that is looking for cannabinoids. And also, it's in flax. So flaxseed has become very, very popular these days. And that is one of the things that cannabinoids are found in. Common tea. So tea that you have, whether it's Lipton's or it's somebody else's, or it's a matcha, there are cannabinoids that are in that plant. Cava and hops. And the interesting thing that is in the hops plant is there has been research being done, actually, and the company that I work with has available CBD from a hops plant that is actually grown in India, and there is no THC in the hops family. So the cannabis family has the possibility of THC. Even the hemp plant has a slight 0.3% or less to make it legal in the U.S. Percentage of THC, and that gives you a full spectrum reaction. The hops plant has no THC in it, but it can be, and because it is from the hops plant, we can actually harvest the CBD from the flowers and the buds of the plant as opposed to from the stalk. So that's kind of what that is. Then the next thing is cannabis research. There's tons and tons of research out there, but right now, because cannabis family, which includes hemp and marijuana, is a Schedule I drug, at least right this second it is, then we can't do a whole lot of cannabis research here in the U.S. So this is, who is Raphael Mechoulam? And that gives you a little bit of a breakdown on Raphael. He is an Israeli doctor. He works in Israel. And he started working on THC research back in 1964. And he isolated THC from the plant. And if you Google Raphael Mechoulam, then you will get a whole lot of videos about him talking about his research and things that have happened. In 1992, he discovered inside of our bodies the first endocannabinoid system, or the first endogenous cannabinoid. And that was in 1992. And that really explains why cannabinoids work in our body. We actually have a system, it's the major regulatory system in the body, called the endocannabinoid system. And the cannabinoids work in that system to help our body create homeostasis. And homeostasis is simply the balancing of the body. So it's kind of the yin and the yang. So when you are feeling bad and you have say you have a disease of some sort, then it's because your endocannabinoid system is actually starved, because we have not, since the 1930s when they took it out of our food chain, you can refer back to my first video, been able to have nourishment for the endocannabinoid system. So it all goes back to the research. And the thing that I thought was really, really interesting is that since the United States has funded cannabinoid research in Israel for the last 50 years. So the DEA here and the NIH, the National Institute of Health, have both government agencies, but like is seen so many times, one hand doesn't talk to the other. They don't know what's going on. So hopefully that will be able to change soon. The temperature here in the United States for people to have cannabinoids available to them is very, very high right now. There are bills in Congress, and it's a really exciting time because we truly are witnessing the ending of the cannabis prohibition. So we went through the prohibition of alcohol. Now we're going to be going through the cannabinoid and cannabis prohibition ending. So it's really, really exciting. If you'd like some more information, then please reach out to me, and I would be glad to share a little bit more with you. But CBD is a wonderful product, and it's good for our health. So I hope you enjoyed this information. Google Dr. Mechoulam, Google Judi Farr, and you'll get a little bit more information on me. Thanks so much. Have a great day.